Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to do a Patreon request from this patrono right here. Annie, are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay?
Annie, are you okay?
Annie, are you okay, Annie?
This
Annie,
is
are you okay?
Is Annie from Marco?
Marco?
Do you remember that song that we did?
No.
Is Annie?
Marco Polo?
No, Marco formerly from Nightwish.
Oh, that Marco.
That song was very good.
Well, I don't think this has anything to do with that. So, the name of the band is Annie, and the name of the song is Annie. So
but in capitals. Or unless that was just you on...
that's probably just me. But anyhow, either way, we're here to check this out.
One is just Annie, and the other one's the yelling version of it.
Yeah, because like the mother called to come and eat.
Annie.
Nobody showed up, and then they screamed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where this song is taking us. Anyhow, are you ready for this?
Is there any dots above? Or
There's
no?
there's the accent thing on the.
Okay.
We have that in the Portuguese language too.
No, I know.
We have that, and we have the hat. And we have the wavy thing, the sine wave.
Thing.
We have the sine wave. We have a lot of things.
But
anyways,
no dots, man.
No, we don't have
I think
dots.
some languages can't... They just can't...
We just keep the dots at periods at the end of the sentences where they belong.
Not on top of... Dude, I played GeoGuessr.
Nobody wants the period on top of them.
I played...
Let me just say that
That's
right
crazy.
now.
That's crazy.
Like, who wants... a period on top of them. Nobody.
I was playing
a little hat.
I was playing GeoGuessr with some of my friends. It's when it drops you into like Google Maps somewhere random, and you have to guess where you are. And I just turn around and there's a shop, and no kidding, like the name was like at least 15 letters, and there was like 4 culminations of dots on like some of the letters.
Are you sure that was not like Braille?
No.
It's like the name of the store, and then in Braille.
I don't know how you're getting up there to touch it, but unless you
can see it from far.
It's not Daredevil.
Anyhow, are you ready?
At least I knew what country I was in.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Are you ready for this though?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check this out. Let's see what this one has in store for us. Fuck, it's like they're in jail and they're counting the years that they've been in. Let me guess. This was filmed in Iceland? Yeah! Alright. I knew it. I knew it. This video is brought to you by the Icelandic tourist
Meaning
board.
Thorsten was...
Anyways, let me just say this. If the video last week cost us the Polish viewership, this one is going to cost us our 7% female viewership.
Oh, they're going to see our Icelandic viewers.
No, because the video, the visuals of the video are amazing. I don't know if the band is from Iceland or not. I mean, they could be.
I don't know. I don't know what language she was speaking because she was.
Oh, there was somebody talking?
Well, yeah. At one point she was speaking. Well,
really?
At one point she was. I think it was like the first when it went to her when she started. Right after the first.
Because when I was listening to this, I swear to God, it was an instrumental track.
No, it was not.
No.
You're lying. Stop fucking with me.
No, maybe because I'm married. I've learned how to tune out women when they talk. Maybe that's what happens.
Stop. Anyways, yeah, like after that first humming, she started talking, and I'm like, what the fuck language is this? I can't I don't actually because she's not speaking in the language with an accent. She's speaking with it would be like me speaking try speaking Portuguese but with a Canadian accent or like an English accent. That's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like she has an English accent speaking a different language.
No, my issue with this song is not that.
No, that's not my issue with the song. It's just that's why I can't understand what she's saying because I can't.
By the way, I wasn't joking. I honestly, I'm sorry to say this, but I actually tried to tune her out as much as I could. Because I really enjoyed the sound. It was like Rotting Christ, dude.
I enjoyed the riff, like the... But
it's also like Rotting Christ.
But the song is like mixed weird, where some stuff feels like it was mixed together, and the other stuff feels like it was mixed together, and they just added it. Like it was not mixed all together.
I just felt... I felt for a song that has almost a Rotting Christ style to it in terms of the repetition of the riff and whatever.
Christ, the riff would be a little bit more... It would have more to build off of it. The song would be a lot bigger in some scenes, more condensed and heavy in some. This was not it.
But it's pretty close. It's when you want Rotting Christ and your mother tells you have Rotting Christ at home. No, seriously. I see a lot of Rotting Christ elements in this song musically. I see it.
Blind.
I see it. I see it. And
I don't know, man.
I see it, and let me just say this. To me, for the style and sound that the song had, her voice just didn't mesh with it.
It doesn't fit it at all. It doesn't fit it at all. Maybe as the humming with some harsh vocals then, but even then...
Oh, yeah. I give you that. I'll give you that.
But even then, her vocals are... Like I said, her vocals feel like they were mixed her vocals and there's something else a part of the song that feels like...
And it's not like her vocals are not good. For me, they're not good in this song.
Yeah.
The sound and the vocals just felt like two worlds apart. Her vocals,
and there's something else in there that feel like they're mixed separately from everything else. It feels like everything else was mixed with a lot of distortion, like basement, low quality mixture, and then her voice was given something else. Like lo-fi. And then her voice was mixed somewhere else, and then they just kind of added it onto each other. They didn't mix them all together, making the song feel disconnected in some portions. And, like I said, don't know what language she's speaking because... in those small parts that she's speaking, I don't know what language. I can't. Normally, we're good with languages.
Not really.
Me, at least, I'm pretty good with some languages, and
it's hard to tell with all this humming and stuff like
with
that.
all the humming, and then the way she's even speaking with the language. I don't know what the fuck she's saying because I couldn't even grasp a word from what she was saying because it sounds like someone who sounds like a North American accent speaking a different language. Right, which is probably not. It's definitely not the case, but that's what it sounds like because she's singing it in a certain way where she's losing it a bit. Right, we've heard before, like other singers, sing in their native tongue. Female singers do that, and you're able to. I know what this is. Because they're able to mesh it well with the singing and everything. But this one doesn't feel meshed right. It doesn't feel like the right words were used for the right thing or whatever the case was. So vocally, it was just kind of like a mush. It was just a vocal mush of just...
To me, vocally was very jarring.
But like a mush because you can't really understand what's happening and then it hits you with the humming.
No, it's just to me the vocals just feel completely out of place with the sound.
But they feel out of place with the sound and then it doesn't help that the humming is all you remember, even though there were elements of her singing. It's mushy.
When you have that almost that down tuning guitar sound that is just very repetitive too, which I'm not complaining. I like that shit. Because I mean, like I would be complaining about every single Rotting Christ song. Mm-hmm. So like that style sound. When you have that style sound,
you need harsh vocals.
You kind of do.
And if you're gonna have the female vocals, have them just humming as maybe a background to the harsh vocals, but not as much as what it's in the song, like very sporadically.
You need some like heaviness on the vocals to go with that. It would, like I said, it would be like listening to a Rotting Christ song that has Nico from Electric Callboy singing on it. With his German accent. Oh yeah, that's Rotting Christ very good. That's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just not gonna fly. Like, you know, like them on their own.
Hello be das name.
Hello be das name. Yeah, clubbing, pumping. You know, oh, I see the raven. I see the raven. Ooh. No. You know what I mean? Like it's just not gonna do it right. Like I mean, on their own, Rotting Christ and Electric Callboy on their own and separate, they're great. But if you try to do a mashup of the two, it's just not going to work. And this to me kind of felt like a mashup of two different styles and two different approaches. To me, her voice, for example, if the track was lighter, if the track was more progressive, if the track... And I'll give you a perfect example. The band that we've checked out on this channel, Tvina, which was also shot in Iceland, where the vocals are more like this.
Well, this was...
But the sound is also...
That was shot in Iceland, but they were there. This was not there. They weren't there.
No.
This is someone
shot it
with a drone and did all this stuff. Or the Icelandic people, a lot of Red Bull, the wings, and then they flew.
They hired Tator from Faroe Islands to go there with his drone and film this shit. So anyhow,
that's a crazy shout out.
I'll send him this clip.
Just send him the clip.
Send him the clip. What I was gonna say, like I just don't feel like they mesh well. Like Dvina is a perfect example.
It is
of a vocal performance that has that lightness to it, that has humming, that has all of those elements to it, that is very earthy. That has a connection to the earth and has almost like a folkiness to it to a certain degree. But then when you hear the sound of the tracks enhance that sort of vocal performance. Do you know what I mean? They're very clean, very progressive. Not to say that there isn't a heavy riff here and there, but they're not like this, where it's like that more, like I said, that more Rotting Christ style of like almost dragging you out, like, you know, very repetitive, very, very redundant. And I'm not saying that in a negative way because I like that. I just don't like that necessarily with this style of vocals on it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This song is just kind of like, like it's just
like I like shrimp, but I don't want ketchup on it. And I like ketchup, but not on the shrimp.
Put it on the shrimp.
Fries, yes, not on the shrimp. Shrimp needs cocktail
sauce, and not the Icelandic one. Although I love the Icelandic cocktail sauce. I wish we had it here. Dude, I don't know, man. This song has a lot of. It has a lot of issues. It has like one key thing that I like, which is that guitar riff. But other than that, it's just. And I'm really I have that pet peeve with the vocals.
I think this song
the vocals don't fit. There's so much of them, right? Obviously because
I like the video. The videography is amazing, and I like the guitar riff, and I like the sound. But the vocals for me just didn't do it.
Yeah, the vocals just
didn't do it.
And then also, you don't care, but for me, I don't like the way the lyrics come across. They don't feel like they
gibberish.
Even if okay,
like a made up language.
Like I'm not. Yeah, that's kind of what they sound like. Like it sounds like Simlish. Like it's weird. But it sounds like I don't know. It just for me when I listen to people like singers in their native tongue and whatever, you always feel something behind them. This felt empty. They felt empty. So I just didn't like the way they came across, and I don't like the way they sound.
Yeah.
I like she has a good voice, but not for this.
I know. It
makes me not like her voice because of the.
To me, the sound is not appropriate for her style. It's just the two don't mesh together. I have a hard time finding where these two worlds gonna.
And it became annoying.
Collide.
It became annoying the humming because of how much it didn't fit with the song.
Yeah, that's why I said I brought my husband ears on.
Yes, honey, I understand.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I'll go do that later.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm already a pro.
And then just listening to the fucking guitar riff. That's what I was doing. All right, guys. On that note, hit us up on the comment
Listening to
section.
guitar riff is making the eye contact.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're making the eye contact, but your
mind
tuned
is
out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the secret to a successful marriage or relationship, for that matter. Anyhow, on that note, guys, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.